Hey guys, Waxberry here, and today I'm going to talk about how Qiqi became a zombie. When we look at Qiqi's profile and her story, we can see that Qiqi, she's a very unique type of zombie because I guess in Chinese superstition, zombies with this talisman, they usually take orders from the one who awakened them. However, Qiqi's different because she wasn't awakened by anyone. She awakened herself, so she actually gives herself orders, and she is kind of manipulated by these orders unless someone stops her, and it's a very interesting way to stop her from being taken from being controlled by these orders. Someone needs to go behind her and hug her and tell her I love you the most, and the order will dissipate. So the one that takes care of Qiqi is Baizu, but when Baizu does this to make her stop following her orders, he's not really genuine about it, so it doesn't work too well. But it's hints here that Qiqi will meet somebody in the future that really cares for her. So when you look at how Qiqi became a zombie, she's actually hundreds of years old, and a long time ago, she was picking herbs and she injured her leg in a fall. So she hid in a cavern to rest, but while she was bandaging her wound, she actually had wandered into the realm of the Adepti, and there was a battle between an Adepti and a demon. So during this battle, she was actually caught in the crossfire, and she ended up being killed because of the conflict between the Adepti and the demon. So the after the Adepti and the demon saw that Qiqi had was dying and her life was fading, this actually made them stop their conflict, and they didn't want Qiqi to die, as they realized she was just an innocent bystander and everything. And the Adepti, each of them imparted some of their powers into Qiqi, and this allowed her to revive and reawaken. But the power inside her made her go berserk, so Mountain Shaper had to seal her in amber to keep her from going berserk, and she was sealed in amber for hundreds of years. So this demon that the Adepti was fighting, I kind of think that this might be referring to Xiao. One of Xiao's nicknames is that he's called a demon by the other Adepti. So this might have been actually when Xiao and the Adepti became acquainted with each other, because after Qiqi died, the conflict that they had ended. And it was actually the reason their conflict ended is because when she died, that's actually how her vision manifested, because when Qiqi's life was fading, the only thing in her mind was to see her family again, and she wanted to continue to live. So she had the thought that she wanted to freeze time. So because of this, her vision manifested as cryo, or as ice, because of her desire to freeze time and go back to how things used to be. So when the Adepti saw this, they considered this a legitimate form of, here it says, illumination. So this is what stopped the conflict between the demon and the Adepti. So I believe this might be referring to Xiao, so he's probably part of the reason why Qiqi died or became a zombie. And what happened is she was trapped in amber, but hundreds of years later, some humans discovered her, and when they saw she was trapped in amber, they thought she was dead, so they were going to bury her. But along the road, since the road was really bumpy, the amber started to break, and the seal was already weak since it had been hundreds of years since the Adepti placed it. So she was actually able to break out of the amber at night, and she fled to the mountains, and that's where Baizu found her and took her into Boo Boo Pharmacy. So yeah, that's how this is basically Qiqi's story, and she knows that Baizu has ulterior motives for taking her in, but it says here that even though she knows this, she still doesn't mind being with Baizu, as she sees some genuine kindness from him. So yeah, this is the story of Qiqi. I'm sure her story in Genshin isn't finished yet. It seems like there's probably going to be a lot with her later in the story for her arc to be concluded. So I'm really excited about that. If you guys enjoyed this video, definitely leave a like. If you have any other characters you want me to talk about, let me know. I'm trying to level up Albedo right now. I don't have most of his story unlocked. I'm sure there's really interesting things about him. But yeah, let me know what you guys think, what you guys thought about Qiqi's story. I think it's really interesting. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. Have a good one. Bye.